The calendar widget gives you the ability to add and display events from entity items in PPO based on certain criteria. So when logging into PPO, you will see the calendar widget on the left-hand side. We are extremely excited that we are now able to visualize work in a calendar format. Before we jump into how to get items onto your calendar and changing your defaults, let's just first get familiar with the general calendar settings. So by default, your calendar shows a weekly view, but you can toggle it to show a monthly view. You can also navigate to previous weeks or months or move to following weeks using these buttons on the right-hand side. With the exception of the great visibility for the week or the month that the feature offers, it's also interactive, so you can drill into any item from the calendar widget and it'll take you to the view page of the item. I believe most of you are familiar with the gear icon in PPO, so if you want to make any changes to list pages or your widgets, you simply click on the gear icon. So let me jump in there and first cover the basics. For the defaults that have been set up, you do have the ability to remove them by clicking on the Remove button. On the right-hand side under Appearance, you can change your default view to either be monthly or weekly. The Today color is something that you can also change, but currently it is set as a light blue. You also have the options to either show weekends or switch off weekends. So I'm just going to click on Save. So now you have a monthly view that I've chosen, and I've also elected not to see the weekends. So getting into other nitty-gritties, to get you started, we've activated some of the defaults for you. To view these defaults, you click on the gear icon, and these are the 4 defaults that have been given to all of you. So public holidays will show in red if public holidays have been added to your PPO instance. For tasks, the planned end date is used to plot the item on the calendar and will show tasks where you are selected as the responsible person. My risks is based on the follow-up date of risks where you are selected as the risk owner. And then the same with issues, it uses the follow-up date of the issues where you are selected as the owner. Okay, so let's get into removing and adding items. So I might not want all of the tasks to show on my calendar where I'm the responsible person. So I'm just going to click and remove that one. Something that I do, however, want to see is tasks that have been marked as milestones on my projects. So I simply click on the Add button. I give it a title. I select a data source, which is the entity. So there I'm selecting tasks. I'm applying a filter. I only want to see my projects. And I only want to see milestones on my calendar. In terms of the dates and how to plot these on your calendar, you can give a start date. So my start date is going to be based on the planned end date. So if my milestone has a planned end date of today, it will show in the today calendar. The end date is optional, so you don't have to complete that, but you do have an option to select any other date. And you can also select where I am, as an example, selected as the responsible person for the task. In terms of a color, you can either use the color picker over here, or you can pop in a RGB code. I'm just going to click on Add over here, and I am going to save this view. So now you can see I have introduced all of these milestones related to my projects on my calendar. For a user, if you have already set your own preferences, you can restore back to defaults, again using the gear icon and clicking on Restore Default. So that basically takes you back to how the PPO administrators will be setting up your defaults. I'm sure that you'll find great value in this new feature. To see more of these product videos, please follow our website at gotoppo.com. Under company, you just click on blog. Under product news is where we add all our videos for our new features that we are deploying. If you have not subscribed to the blog yet, please pop in your email address, your first name, last name, and click. Thanks for watching.